Good morning, y'all. It's Timidity. It's a beautiful sunny morning with foggy gray clouds, which also can explain my own emotional consistency. I had a bunch of weird dreams last night, but I know before bed, I said to myself, please send me a dream that, like, symbolizes what I should do next, or something or the other, especially about that guy I saw for Christmas. I might say his real name on here soon because it'll actually be safer, I imagine, but I'll put it to you like this. As some of you know, in my last video, I was processing that what happened to me was indeed rape, but it's so complex and weird, and I don't know, it feels strange. I just don't know how to, I don't know, one second. I'll just put it this way. Look at these photos I got printed of me and him. Like, it was like, most of our time together outside of a rape was something like a movie. It was romantic, it was sweet, it was loving, and he made me feel really cared about. And I had such a happy time with him. But at the same time, it's like, yeah, like, hell, it's like when he did what he did to me, it was like fucking 30 minutes, an hour before like, after this photo was taken. And it's like, I don't know, someone who made me smile. So, like, this was afterwards, because it was just like, I didn't know how to process it. It's like, okay, he couldn't get his dick up, and maybe he was just overwhelmed, or I don't know. It's like a weird, this was my favorite photo of him that I took. And do you know how weird it is where it's like, so now a favorite, like, I thought to myself, this is going to be one of those memories I'm going to tell my future grandchildren about. Like, oh, look, this is me when I was 24 and I was so extremely happy. And he captured this photo of me as a candid across the room just because he loved to see the way I smile. This is him observing the accidental bruise he left on my nose and him trying to, like, kiss me in the process of me taking this photo. And it feels surreal, all of it. And I guess I don't know what to do anymore. I don't know. Because now I don't even want to talk about the good shit that happened, but I don't want to think about the bad either. I wanted to start off the new year not even thinking about this man. Because at first I was like, oh, I'm just naturally sad and heartbroken about this man. But then I thought on it longer and longer, and I thought to myself, like, you know, when you take off the rose colored glasses, then you kind of remember some shit. Then you remember, like, oh yeah, here are the repressed memories from when you were drunk in that hotel room. You know, when you were saying no a million times over and he would not stop touching you, feeling you, grabbing you, groping you, licking you over and over and over and stripping you down. And then it's like, yeah, fucking court. It's like, that's what it is. You can't, like, it was rape. That's what it was. And at the very least, attempted rape, but I'd still say it's rape. And it's like, I don't know. I still feel complex about it. Maybe it's just, I don't know, man. I don't know. Maybe it's my own experiences in the past where I've told people about things like this and being brushed to the side or not taken seriously no matter how fucking severe it was. Maybe it's the time when I was 17 and I was reporting my then 19-year-old boyfriend, Matthew Arthur Smith, to the San Francisco Richmond Police Department, and, like, the way they handled that. It's like, I don't know what should or should not be taken seriously anymore. No offense, when you deal with enough predatory situations around people who don't give a fuck, even though I know I should, it's like a part of me is just like, how how much of a fuck do I give anymore? Because it's like, I don't think anyone else will take it. And this is the first time in ages where it's like, no, other people are taking it seriously. They're like, report him for what he did. They're like, yeah, like, I talked to the fucking platform I met him on. They were like, yeah, send us any photos, screenshots, offsite numbers. You said, like this and that. Let us know. I don't know. It's it's such a surreal thing. It's like, here's someone who gave you the best fucking week you've had all fucking year, and it probably made your year, and it made your whole life, and you felt loved by him. But here's also the repressed memory of, like, oh yeah, remember how unsafe he made you feel in that hotel room? And how the only reason sex actually managed to stop was because, one, he couldn't get it up, and two, like, you had to eventually give in, because it's like, it wasn't like he was gonna let go of you anyway. He was relentless as fuck. And I don't know, even complex emotions about that. Like, I don't know if I can, is it rape? Because I don't know, it's like when he did put me against that wall and he was eating it from the back and the pussy, it did feel good, but it's like, yeah, but at the same time, you were repeatedly saying to stop and no, so it doesn't matter if you liked how his eyelashes looked when he was on his knees looking up at you, eating it from the back, because you still, like, it still felt good, sure. Did you orgasm twice? Yeah. But he also was not respecting you saying no a million fucking times, and you felt unsafe, and you couldn't breathe against that fucking wall. You only consented because you couldn't fucking breathe against the wall. You wanted to, and you just figured, fine, I'll let him ruin this. If it's what he wants so fucking bad, and I guess our plan was to meet up and fuck anyway. If he wants to throw out making this special and just make it some meaningless fuck and ruin this, then fine. And I guess I'm still, I don't know, I want to throw up. Because it's like, how do you process this shit? It's like, and I don't know, because it's like, which side do you really want to believe? Do you want to believe the side? Like, because it's like, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I feel, mind you, I just woke up and already crying about this shit. And it's been fucking me up. It's like on day 3 of the new year, I wish he didn't do what he did, because then instead of all of this hubbub, well, I wish he didn't do a lot of the things he did. I don't know. A part of me wonders if I wish it didn't happen at all or not, but I am glad that the good moments happened. I am glad about that. I just wish that he heard me say no and he fucking stopped. And then maybe the entire evening would have went like 10 times better. And then like we wouldn't have had that fight at the bus stop the next few days where I was drunk and he was drunk, but I was definitely way more drunk. Fuck, I chugged like 2 cups of sherry, and I already am like it doesn't take much for me to get wasted. I'm a lightweight, and that and him trying to gaslight me and do revisionist shit to pretend that it was a consensual choice for us to have sex and like to not wait. Like, no, nigga, you were pinning me against that wall. Like I was laying on the bed and you were not getting off, and then you were putting me on top of you, and then you were fucking touching my. But I know what the fuck happened. It's so funny. He complimented me on my good memory the entire time, but then only during those moments. I don't know, and I don't know. I don't know what to believe. I remember at some point he didn't even remember me slapping him in the middle of sex. And that's a long story in itself. But I don't know if he just was faking not remembering or what. And then it's like I don't know. An excuse I've heard from multiple men when they tried to rape me or did was that they would be all, "Oh, well, why didn't you just say anything? And if you did say anything, I didn't hear you. And if I did hear you, well, you weren't saying it clearly enough," like the little fucking narcissists they are. But in that instance, it's like, I don't know, was it different with him? Or why do I want it to be different with him? Just because he treated me nice? If you were there, you would have seen how nice he treated me. And it was better than most people treated me all fucking year. I can tell I'm not doing this for some sort of sick twisted revenge, though. I'm not some like Amy Dune, like Gone Girl ass person. I'm not. I'm the type, like, I'm not just. It's like I'm a. He has the right to not like me or want to see me anymore or whatever the fuck. I don't know. That's all fine and dandy. I'm not tripping off of that. What I am tripping off of is like, even it's like, I don't know, maybe I don't know how to feel. I'm so speechless right now. I guess it's like, which do I want to believe? Do I want to repress this and leave it to dust and forget that it happened and just remember the good? Because I don't think he deserves that. I don't think that would be good for me. Or do I want to get all these photos that I have printed and just hide them away somewhere so that then I can never look at the. Because I can't look at these photos the same anymore. In any way. And it pisses me off. It wasn't. I prayed to the spiritual source I believe in, and I was like, send me someone who fits all of my standards and is perfect for what I need. And they'll treat me amazingly well, and then I got it. I got it. I got the beautiful, handsome, chiseled jaw, rosy cheeked, strong cheekboned, sexy faced, tall, slim, pale, high hipped, long legged, juicy thighed, fit guy of my dreams who seemed very intelligent and very sweet and emotionally empathetic and wonderful. And it's like despite all that, like despite how they saw me getting disrespected in restaurants by dumbass fucking workers, and they would openly be like, yeah, this guy's like he would openly shit on those motherfuckers to their face with cordialness, of course, and then he'd tell me, don't didn't care about them too much, they're fucking retarded. Pardon my language, but that is what he said. And he was like, they're fucking brain dead and you did nothing wrong. And he would kiss my face, and he didn't tip because he was like, they disrespected you, they don't deserve anything, they've been terrible to you, I'm not handling that. He would defend me, he would let me talk about shit that happened with my family or my friends in my life, he would praise me for almost anything I did. He even took this very beautiful photo of me. This was Christmas morning, because I guess the next morning was like, I don't know, like the thing about the sexual assault is that I don't know. I remember the next morning after, I don't know, we had a fight Christmas night, obviously, for plenty of reasons. It was just, it's just such a surreal time. Maybe I will tell the whole story, because if I tell the whole story, it can help me process it, but I'll need more storage for that. But I'll put it to you like this. He, um, he took this photo of me. I remember I was just looking out the window. It was like fucking somewhere between 5 or 8 a.m. on Christmas Day. And he was like, wait, holy shit, wait, you look amazing. You're gonna love this photo. And he like snaps a bunch of pictures of like my silhouette. And he will not stop like praising me as he's taking the photos. And like, I don't know. And then anytime we did have consensual sex, it was, well, we didn't, he couldn't get it up. So the only thing he could do was oral. And that stuff was consensual and pretty good. Like, really good. Goddamn. And it's like, I don't know, he was, I don't know, it's the strangeness of, oh, look, you were everything I wanted in a man. But you also hurt me really bad. And it's like, do I just want to repress the memory now, like I did before, and be like, let's not think about that hotel room, let's not think about the bus stop and how he treated you. Let's just think about all the nice moments, you know, where he held your hand and kissed your face and constantly said nice things your direction, and whenever you wanted something, he got it. Didn't like you were like you could just be thinking, oh, I want a banana, and he would already have it in your hand in that moment. And like he treated me so fucking well, to an extent that I was actually scary how much we had in common and how much he liked me. I was kind of concerned. But I don't know. Just, I really wish he didn't do that. I wish a lot of things didn't happen. I am grateful that I met him. I think I still kind of needed to be given a reminder that, like, hey, not everyone out there is totally terrible. And there are people on this planet who will treat you so loved, and they will protect and provide and be exquisite to you. But then he had to do that one thing to remind me that it's like he wasn't immune to being just like anyone else could be. He could also be fucked up. And I've had that taught to me a million times over. I've had sexual assault happen from the sweet boys, the fat boys, the insecure boys, the confident boys, the hot boys, the ugly ones. It doesn't fucking matter, because if it's just someone who wants it, they will go for it. And even if you don't want it, they'll still try. And it's so fucking annoying. And I guess I hate that it also was a dual lesson of, but just because someone has 99% doesn't mean there's not going to be that thing. I don't know. It's not even 1%. That thing is like, I'll put it this way, I thought he had 90% or of what I wanted in a man. But then what he did, that kind of like removed 50% of it, because it's like, no, if he truly was a good Christian man who was morally good and cared and had empathy and did this and did that, he would have not fucking done that. And he would have apologized and he would have done better. He wouldn't have tried to, and even afterwards, he wouldn't have tried to shift blame or guilt trip me, or then tried to be like, oh, you're acting like I'm some sort of rapist, or oh, so what, am I just some evil guy? Like, no. If anything, now that I think about it, it's fucked up. He never apologized. He didn't once say he was fucking sorry and that I didn't deserve that treatment. And I think I hate him now. So I'm gonna say his real name. Fuck you, Mitchell. I hope I never think about you again. And maybe I'll just forget this Christmas and it'll be like all the others. Or maybe just as a little treat to myself, I'll remember the good you did, but still remember this guy was the fucking asshole who fucked up the new year for me. Thank you. Kill